I am here now because of you. You created me. And for that, I bless you.
What's up, YouTube? Tools of Titans. Justin Mager, MD. Optimal depends on what you're optimizing for. I've got a ton of stuff to do today. I'm just gonna jump into it. Got a couple customer interviews.
Tell me every detail.
I've got to review the first week that I've worked with Rowan on our new partnership and company, or her managing the property and project.
Hold up, back up. You've left something out.
Are you writing a book? They all lived happily ever after.
We got to get the newsletter out. Got to get 2 newsletters out today for our customers. Got to write some posts. Got to do some product management. I feel like today has already been super busy. Oh, a meeting with my accountant today.
I'll talk. I'm happy to talk, but there is no way that I am fighting.
That's important. He's going to tell me how I've done last year, which is always an interesting conversation. He's one of those guys that he's very aware that I have a very strange and different income way of building an income for my family, and it comes from many different sources, and it's not always obvious, even though he's worked with me for a while. So it's always a clarifying conversation of, hey, so what is this? So yeah, that was, and then we just kind of go back and forth and I fill in the gaps. So it's always a great conversation. Cannot recommend more strongly getting an accountant or financial person in your life as early as you possibly can. I wish I had someone in my life, early 20s. I made a lot of mistakes. So please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
So what happens now?
You know what happens now.
Yeah, looks tedious. It seems we're trying to get folks who are interested in this type of world.
The thing is that you are in more densely packed, you know.
So there's a consequence of being closer in proximity to more people. I mean, that does.
Like if we were sitting.
What you really want to do is find the smallest iteration possible. It has to encapsulate that entire vision, and that's just not true. The goal early stage, especially in the very, very beginning, is to validate a hypothesis. And more often than not, the simplest version of the first iteration is not actually the simplest version. We have to go the other way. We have to go in reverse. Sometimes the answer, or the thing that's actually going to validate your hypothesis, is pen and paper. And I know that sounds weird, sounds a little bit, again, unintuitive, but that's really where we have to start. Does that make sense?